We say what they can't radio.
I'm going to test this out. Keep in mind, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit.
You are now listening to the Get You Some podcast with Nevi, Fia D, and Miss Lisa K.
You ready to get you some?
Welcome back. Welcome to episode 7 of the Get You Some podcast. Thank you for joining us. I am Miss Fia D.
And this is your girl, Lisa K.
If this is your first time listening, welcome. If not, welcome back.
Yeah.
Please be sure to subscribe to us on whatever platform you're listening on so that you don't miss out on new episodes when they're released.
Definitely.
What are we on?
Oh my God. We're on this is episode 7. Lucky number 7. Holla. I'm so excited.
I know. How are you?
Who thought we would have made it to episode number 7?
I know.
We're still like infants in the game, but
We
I
are
feel
babies,
so
but
accomplished.
Listen, you have to celebrate the small milestones.
Yes.
Because they build for bigger ones.
Okay. But
So.
talk to the people. So, before we get started, I thought it would be really cute, very, very cute to play a little game.
Ooh, games.
Yes. So
Look
this
at Miss
game
Lisa
is
surprising us.
yes. So this game, because I thought it would be nice for our listeners to kind of get to know our personalities a little better, and I want to play this game called One Has to Go.
Ooh, I love.
And then of course, we have to end it with a nice episode of Fuck, Marry, or Kill.
Okay, so I'm here.
Okay, so
Let's do
one
this.
has to go. We're talking books, right?
Ooh,
Hood classics.
Ooh, hood classics.
Okay,
That's like
so-
circa high school days.
Yes, definitely high school days. So one has to go. Fly Girl
Mm,
by Omar Tyree,
mm-hmm.
right? Coldest Winter Ever
Ooh.
by Sister Soldier. Or the last one, any of the Zane books.
Oh no, my Zane books aren't going anywhere.
You so nasty.
Yeah, well, they got me through high school.
Lord have mercy.
Who goes? Fly Girl can go. I kind of don't even remember Fly Girl like that.
Like,
I know I
seriously?
enjoyed it back then, but I don't remember it now.
If I want to be completely honest, like I still have my Fly Girl book.
I do too.
I look at it, I wave, and I just memories. But I like had to go and Google and remember what that story is about. But I can tell you,
What is it about?
some girl named Tracy, and she thought she was a shit, and then she started getting into like a life of sex where men were buying her things.
I read that
and
in
then-
high school, and
Yes.
I still didn't get it right. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
but I could tell you about the Coldest Winter Ever.
I remember Winter Santiago.
Yes,
I remember that.
yes, with her kingpin father.
Mm-hmm.
But
So Fly Girl can go because I
Fly Girl
clearly
can
don't
go.
remember Fly Girl. Fly Girl has clearly gone for me.
yeah, okay, I would agree, definitely.
But we love Fly Girl, and I'm probably gonna like go pick it up off my shelf or something now.
and just like
Reminisce.
reminisce. Like I don't remember what the fascination was with that book, so we gotta read it again.
Yeah. Okay.
We gotta
So
read it
that's
again.
our gotta go.
But definitely not Zane.
No, Zane doesn't go. I actually
Zane is so like trashy.
No,
Like
it's good. It was actually really good. And you know who else was like my favorite author back then? Eric Jerome Dickey. I actually still read Eric
Right.
Jerome Dickey books.
yeah,
Now-
he has so many.
I know, he's so good. I love him.
Yeah,
And he has what's the character again? What's the guy? Who is my guy? The character, Gideon. He has like a Gideon series.
oh, does he?
yes, and
I gotta look it up.
yeah, Gideon is good.
I
like
know
Gideon.
he had one of his books turned into like a mini movie on like Netflix or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I mean it was really corny,
Huh.
so I wouldn't even like. But
No, I'm curious.
know,
I'm curious.
I thought it was like called Downstairs. I'll look it up and let you guys know, but or maybe I won't because it wasn't all of that. Read the book; it's always better. Okay, so we're gonna move on.
Okay.
Albums,
Oh.
okay? Classic albums. One cannot go with you on your long
I'm
trip
nervous
to
now.
wherever.
I'm
Okay,
nervous now.
so number one, this is gonna be a hard one because I was writing it and I was like, "What the hell?" One, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
That doesn't go anywhere.
2, Ready to Die, Notorious B.I.G.
Oh God, dare I? That
And
doesn't
the
go anywhere
last
either.
one is Mary J. Blige, My Life. Girl, tell me.
You can't do that to
Yes,
me. You absolutely cannot do that to me. I don't know because I actually still like have all 3 in rotation like now.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts though.
They were like
Facts.
when I had a CD changer in my car years ago. They were in the car. Those three, along with you know what else is my favorite? Jay-Z's
Blueprint.
not the blue. You know what his Unplugged, which not everybody it has mixed reviews, but I love live music and I love that the Roots backed him and that Jaguar Wright did all his vocals.
So but you still ain't telling me which one of these three have to go.
I don't know. Literally every
Mary?
single one of those things is like life defining for me.
You know what? I'm gonna say, gosh, I hate to say it, but I think Ready to Die would have to go for me because I'm just such a moody person. Like I need my mood music. I need to like cry while I listen to Mary and just feel like
I want to agree with you, but it's like Ready to Die was
I know.
Ready to Die.
Page me at 5:46 in the morning.
Yeah,
Crack a
that's
door.
like-
You know that's the first rap song that I knew word for word.
Yeah.
That same song.
I don't know what my first one was, but it wasn't that.
I was like, yo,
I don't know.
felt
I
so
really
good.
don't know. I still play that. So it's like, which one do they have to go? I don't know.
Gosh,
Miseducation isn't going anywhere.
it can't. It can't. Like
Oh
how
my
she
God.
did like one album and became like so classic.
Is
Like
someone gonna,
she ended
like-
there.
I feel like I'm revoking like every card of mine if I kind of want to say Ready to Die too, just because of how,
The other two impacted your life
yeah.
and still do.
Yeah, not that Ready to Die doesn't impact my life, but Ready to Die may have to be the one that just goes.
Okay, good. All right.
I'll have to look
Going
up
from my own heart. I mean, it was a hard decision.
That's beyond hard.
And last but not least, you know, I have to save the best for last.
What's the best?
Fuck, marry, or kill.
Ooh, okay.
Will Smith with his fine ass. Will
Mm.
Smith. Idris with his fine ass. Or Jay-Z.
I don't want to kill any of them.
Fuck, marry, kill.
Oh my God.
So when you say fuck, I think like that could be like the side dude. Who would be your side dude?
Idris would be my side dude.
Really?
But can we go places together? Like, can I show up with the
You
with him
don't
on my
go
arm?
out in public with the side dudes.
I do.
In another borough though, right?
No.
No, you
In
bold.
Brooklyn.
Okay.
I mean, it's been years, so.
Mm.
I don't know. Damn. I don't want to marry. I would marry Will Smith just because he's so funny.
Yeah.
And I like seeing him and Jada. Like their marriage dynamic seems to work. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. I could do that.
Right.
But I don't want to kill Jay-Z. I don't want to fuck him either.
That's the thing. Like I don't have any kind of sexual.
I
like
don't either.
when I think about it, I'm like, ugh.
He just needs to be like my homeboy who like I talk
my
business
uncle though.
with.
My uncle.
No, he can be
No,
my
no, no.
peer.
No, I need him to be my uncle because you know uncles like to start businesses for me.
Friends can start businesses with you, not for
Lord.
you.
So-
Do I have to? So wait, you're gonna make me get rid of Ready to Die and kill Jay-Z? Like,
Yeah.
what is happening today?
There will be no more culture, right, in hip hop.
I'm
So-
a hip hop head. Like,
So we're killing Jay-Z
are we? And we're agreeing to that? Like,
only because we don't want to F him and we don't want to marry him, right?
yeah,
Right?
This is
I don't
so
know,
tragic.
but when I
This
saw
is
him
tragic.
on Oprah, he was so sweet, and
No,
I thought that
he's awesome. Like, I feel
I
like
could see why.
I would want to be friends with him. I'd want to be really good friends with him. I don't know that I would want to like marry him, but I don't want to kill him. But he has. I mean, we got to make a choice, don't we? So
We do.
He has to go, doesn't he? Ay,
Damn.
I'm sorry, Hova.
I might kill Idris.
I'm not opposed to that, but then it's like, what are you doing with Jay-Z?
We're gonna have to marry him. We're gonna have to marry Jay-Z. And Will Smith, you know, he can get it here and there.
Okay.
The end.
The end. So that worked.
Wasn't that fun?
So clearly, what the listeners have gathered is that we love hip hop, but if hip hop must go, it must go.
It just gotta go. It just gotta
Apparently.
go.
Oh, that's a
Oh
shame.
my God. So how was your week?
Oh my God, my week has been a blur, but it's also just been very busy. Work hijacking my life, but it's okay
Yeah.
because that's fine. I'm totally fine with it because it's gonna pay off in the sense that I'm learning a lot.
Okay.
I am managing a lot, which is good.
Awesome.
But again, it's the managing that's the learning, and it's a huge like growth. It's been an adventure,
Mhm.
and hopefully there is a grand opening coming
Yes.
in 2 weeks. We're
I've
like
been
22
seeing it.
days down.
Girl, I've been seeing it on the news. Big things. Every time
Yeah.
I see it, I'm like, this is Sophia.
So I'm excited
Major.
about that. And once the grand opening, hopefully I'll have peace of mind. Except I suspect that there's gonna be another project dropped on my desk. So
That's
we'll
all right.
see. But work is work, and that's been it. This was like the first weekend since Thanksgiving that I didn't work. I didn't have an event.
Okay.
I had meetings and stuff, but no events.
Mhm.
I got some rest for the most part.
Nice.
I definitely connected with like some of my friends, which was really good because everyone's like, "Where have you been?" And I've been
Mhm.
missing in action, so that was really cool. And then just family, just relaxed. That's it. It's just
All of
been
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? What's been up with you?
Girl. Okay. So, for like the first couple of episodes, I was just complaining about my weight, how much weight I put on. So I hopped on the scale.
Right? Because you've been in the gym.
I have been in the gym. My food has gotten so much better.
That's
And
it.
your girl has lost 10 pounds.
Look at that. Look at that.
In the
Look at
last
that.
3 months. Like, I was like, what?
But that's amazing.
And you know what? I felt it. And I think that's why I went on the scale because, I have a love-hate relationship with the scale. If it doesn't tell me what I want it to tell me, I hate it.
Mhm.
But, right now I'm like, oh my God. And all I did was cut out like the junk food
Mhm.
and really cut out the alcohol.
Yeah.
I mean, I still drink here and there, but it's nothing like that every day after work. I gotta have a drink to unwind. Like,
Right.
it was just not
It does you in. It does you in.
working for my waistline. And I hopped on the scale, and your homegirl, me, Ms. Lisa K, is 10 pounds lighter.
Congratulations to
Thank
you.
you.
Look at that.
Thank you.
Look at that.
New body. Who this?
Exactly. Exactly.
So this week I went on Fenty
Mhm.
Savage Riri's line of
Yes,
lingerie,
I love
and
her
your girl
stuff.
went crazy, right?
You got to.
Because
You got
now
to.
I lost a little weight. I gotta buy a new thong.
You have to kick the babies out. You got to kick the babies out.
Definitely. And just a little bit more about my quest for better health. Like I've been cutting down on my coffee intake
Mm-hmm.
because I am a caffeine girl 100%.
So my question about that:
What?
What have you swapped? What are you swapping that for?
So I drink a lot of tea right now. I mean, I still drink my 1 cup of coffee in a day, but I was up to like 3 cups.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It was
no.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I have no problem drinking it and going to sleep. Like,
Oh yeah, because you're not even drinking it for the caffeine anymore.
no, it's just so I don't get a headache,
Yeah, no.
So now I'm down to 1 cup
Mhm.
a day, and my green tea has gone like
Are you still drinking it with cream and sugar?
my coffee.
Yes.
You know what? I've realized, like, I still here and there I put a little milk, but it's very little because I tend to like blacker coffee nowadays.
It works. It's
Yeah.
much better.
Um,
And that's how you transition out, by the way.
with the black coffee, right?
Yes.
And I think I drink less, and
Yeah.
it does more
Mhm.
without the sugar and milk. So I'm really excited about that. I feel like I'm getting
excited
back
for
to
you.
myself.
I'm
My
excited for you.
clothes feel so much better.
You probably have a lot more energy,
I do
Clear-
have a lot more energy,
clear-headed.
and focused, and just killing it at work. Like I mean, if I do say so myself, hello. Okay. And one more thing, just to bring you guys up to what I've been going through in my life, is that I've been doing a lot of check-ins with myself lately and trying to just be the friend that
Right,
I
that you want.
Yeah, and it takes effort because you can like really get carried away with just focusing on you, and so I've been reaching out to my friends more often, like, hey, let's
healthy.
lock in a date, even if it's like a month from now. We know that we're good,
But that's what you have to do sometimes. That's what you have to like be present. I know on this subject, I struggle with people who, how do I say this? Like, I have a lot of people in my life who will be like, oh, I posted a meme, and it's like this Haitian saying that's like, oh, you dropped me. Like, that's the thing. You say in a Creole, and it's like, oh, you dropped me. And it's basically like, you don't hit me up and kind of thing. And it's, the meme said something to the effect of, that's more so putting the responsibility on you. Like, instead of me saying, hey, I miss you, what's up, how you doing, it's like I'm putting the responsibility of us not speaking on you as though it's your fault. And it's not always that way. You know what I mean? I know me personally, I go through my day and I'm like, oh damn, how's so and so, and I'm, I want to check in, but like I legit don't always have the time. But then if I think of you, I'm not picking up my phone to go, yo, what's, what, you dropped me? No, I'm gonna be like, because hey, how
all
are
of a
you?
sudden you remember, so now it's your fault, and your friend's fault,
and that's the thing, it's not their fault. I remembered you, and it goes a lot long, it goes further when you say, oh hey, I'm thinking of you, like that changes the whole conversation.
Absolutely.
So I think that's good of you, that you're trying to reconnect and like you're checking yourself for that. And I've also been doing a lot of the same, just kind of like somebody comes to mind, like, hey, I can't talk, but I just wanted to let you know you're on my mind.
And that goes a long way. And I think one of the things that has been working for me and my friends, because all of us are like amazing, including you, Miss Fia D, is that I'm getting people to lock in a date. It could be 2 months from now, but once it's coming, it's like that
something
distance
to look forward to.
That non-communication doesn't feel that bad, because that we're coming up to it, and we'll catch up when we can. So that's just a little tip for those who feel like you could be getting a little disconnected from your friendships, that you just scheduled some time, even if it's far out. You can always have something to look forward to. So, Miss Fia D, we going into a little audacity moment.
Already.
Is it? Is it time?
It is.
I think so. So, we always trying to be the best versions of ourselves. And this week, I wanted to do
a quote.
A quote.
We had a quote. What do we have?
We have Tahoe.
We do.
We have Tahoe. And we're going to play a few right now, because I think it's pretty dope.
All you need is one win a day to make all your dreams come true. To get rid of all the stresses in your life, all you need is one win a day. You pick the motherfuckers out of the lineup. You got a lot of things on your plate. Take one off every fucking day. Every motherfucking day, take one off. Just pick at that motherfucker. And while I'm jogging, I'm taking one win at a time. One block. I look at this block. Albany, okay. I gotta make it to the corner.
Ooh, shout out to Tahoe. So Tahoe TV from the show So Shameless podcast. Ooh, I'm tongue twisting. Yeah. So, shout out to him. And we picked that clip because just the mindset of, sometimes when we think about our goals and things that we want to accomplish, we set these huge goals for ourselves, but we don't break them down and make them things that we can actually do. The little things, and we also do a bunch of small things that lead to our goals, and we never give ourselves the credit for them, and then we don't acknowledge that we accomplished something.
Absolutely.
So I think it's important that literally whatever the first step that you take, give yourself the credit, pat yourself on the back, and use that as a stepping stone for like the next piece to your huge goal. Before you know it, it'll be out of the way.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I speak to men, well, really women, sometimes men, about goals, right? Like, because the whole premise of a little audacity is making that decision, right?
Making the goals
to get the dream life that you want to get,
right?
That you want to live. So I can always tell if someone is going to reach their goal by how much they have planned for it, right?
Right.
So to break it down, you got to think about it think about a big goal right now, right?
So I want to buy a house.
You want to buy a house, right? Now, what I would do, or how I can tell if you're going to buy a house is if I say, okay, so what steps are you taking to buy that house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have broken it down from years to months,
right,
to quarters, to months, to weeks, to daily activities, I'm going to say 99% of the time,
you're going to get that house.
Are going to reach that goal. But like if you say, I don't even know, like I wouldn't even know where to start. It's almost like, What do you mean you don't know? What if you
Right.
did know? Like, how would you start then?
Exactly. And
So-
honestly, all it takes is a start. It takes a start, and it takes like the baby steps, and it just takes action. Like constant action will produce like the outcome that you want eventually.
Yeah,
Not even
absolutely.
eventually, like sooner than later.
Absolutely. And it's all about planning. Like nothing is as big and daunting as it seems to be
Right.
after you've broken it down and
Right.
planned it out. So shout out to Tahoe for that.
Shout out to him.
Because he was jogging.
He was. He was. I watched
He
his
was like, all I gotta do is get to that corner, right? And
Yeah.
that's the baby step.
Yeah.
And you hit that corner, and you hit another corner, and then next thing you know, you ran like 5 miles, right?
Exactly.
So shout out to him.
Yes.
I follow him.
I follow him too. I watch his stories. He keeps me entertained all the time.
Hell yeah! And I hope my goal. Like, can I tell you my
We
goal?
need Tahoe on here.
How'd you
We
know?
need Tahoe on here. So Tahoe, if you're listening, we need you on. Get you some.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So, do you have a moment of a little audacity?
I do. I
Okay.
have a moment of a little audacity. So you know that my life hashtag is protect your peace.
Yes.
So I know a lot of people do the social media detox and they announce that they're doing the social media detox. So I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, what's wrong or whatever
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I do a social media detox from time to time, but it was this time I was feeling like there were a few people that I like from my past basically that I kind of just didn't want to like engage with or like have to, sometimes out of sight is out of mind and it's better for you. So I don't know what like happened to me, but like I don't know if I always know about the mute feature on Instagram.
Excuse me. What feature?
There's a mute feature. And so there's two
You know
options.
I'm writing this down.
Yes, you need to.
Okay.
There are two options to the mute feature. There is mute stories and mute stories and like their page. So their stuff won't come into like when they post new things, it's not going to come into your feed, and their stories won't come in your story. So you can watch stories and not accidentally watch their story if you don't want
Get
to.
out of here.
Yes, and so there were two people in particular who it was starting to become toxic. Like every time I found myself like trying to skip past their
do
stories
that. I
and just
do.
like every time it was just like the energy would bring me down, and I hit the mute button.
Wow.
And
do the people know when
they
you hit
don't
it?
know.
And you
that's-
don't have to unfollow
Exactly.
them.
Because so let me tell you something, especially with like certain people that like certain toxic people that you have in your life, right?
Mhm.
They have like a fight or flight. So like they don't check for you, y'all don't have anything, but then like let's say you delete them, you unfriend them. That's now gonna hit them. That's gonna like alert them to be like, oh, why she unfollowed me? Let me call her. Let me text her. I didn't want
Right.
to activate anyone's fight or flight. I
Right,
just
right,
really
right.
wanted to not have you in my face. All
But
the
you
time.
know, unfollowing people are fighting words now. That's
But
not
that's what I'm saying, and it's pointless. It's
No,
pointless.
it's
I'm not
true.
beefing with you. I just like this chapter's closed. I'm okay enough with you that we can still exist together on social media.
Mhm.
But like I don't need to know when you're in like whatever you're doing with your life
Right.
every 5 seconds.
Right.
And it literally, I did it earlier, the end of last week, and I feel, when you feel like a weight lifted off of you.
Girl.
I legit feel a weight lifted off of me. So protect my peace. I'm protecting my peace with my mute button on IG. I'm about to go on Twitter and like clean house
Oh
as
my
well.
God. Let me find out. There's a few people I'll put my mute in.
Sometimes the energy is just not what you need.
Right, right. And
On
I'm
your
on this
feed.
new thing where I just want like positive pages, you know? Like
And you
that's
don't
what I
want to.
wanna
You
see.
don't want to necessarily unfollow someone or
Yeah, I'm
whatever.
not trying to
It's
fight
not for-
nobody.
It's not
No
for all of
beef.
that.
No
Yeah.
beef. That's crazy. And speaking about beef, can I tell you about my
Tell me
moment?
about your moment.
Girl. Okay, so first of all, I honor my friendships.
Mhm.
I will fight for a friendship. Like if you unfollow me, I probably would be the one to call you
Right.
like, hello, did I do something? Or if we get into an argument, I find myself being the one that's always trying to just find common ground, not lose the friendship, like really just respect the people I love enough to have the conversations and fight for it, right?
As you should.
But I've been doing a lot of
Cleaning house.
cleaning house and within myself, let me say that, and checking in on why I feel like my energy is low all the time. Why do I feel like I'm so defeated at times?
Right.
And I've been really concentrating on nurturing my own spiritual needs.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a friend of mine that called, and she was upset about something. And I told her the truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I told her the truth. Like, I think you're bugging. You know? I said it in a way.
I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at I think you're bugging with your straight face.
Right. Like, how I gave her, ample time to, like, voice her opinion and tell me the whole story. I didn't really butt in. I let it be. And then I assessed the situation, and I'm like, nah, you wrong, son. Like, I think you're bugging.
You have to be that friend.
Girl, who told me to say that? This woman went on a rampage and just, like, whoever she was upset with, I think that she took it out on me.
Oh.
Right? And in that moment, I felt like I was trying to explain myself.
No.
And I still got hung up on, basically. But usually in those situations, I would be the one to be like, all right, well, she's just going through something. Let me hit her up.
Right.
But for me, I'm on my own spiritual cleanse right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not.
And you shouldn't. Like, let her go through her process.
So she hit me up.
Well.
And she's like, oh, so we ain't talking?
No, you hung up the phone on me.
Right. And usually I would be like, oh, time has passed.
Right.
Like, it's not even worth the fight or whatever. But I really stood in my stance and I was like, you know what? I didn't deserve the way that you spoke to me.
Right.
And I want an apology.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, because people don't do that.
And my apology, she gave me an apology like, if you felt like that.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry. And I was like, all right, thank
No.
you.
No. I just want to let you know that if you felt that way, is not the apology.
It's not. It's not an apology.
What are you taking responsibility for? You're not taking responsibility for anything.
No, just,
And
I'm sorry you felt like that.
No.
It's like, okay.
Take responsibility for what you did that caused me to feel that way.
Yeah.
Simple.
Right. So then she hit me with the, I don't even know if we're friends because you were a bit dismissive and so on and so forth. And I was like, you know what? Like, something clicked in me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is it right here, Lisa. This is why you feel so tired all the time.
Because you're giving too much.
And I was like, listen, I'm clear about our friendship. If you're not, you might need to find clarity within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel like I have to recertify my friendship with you every couple of months.
Right. No, and I agree with you.
I was so proud of myself for saying
I'm
that.
proud of you because I don't know you as the super confrontational friend.
No, I'm not. I'm
right.
so not. But I'm over it.
You have to
Y'all
stand in
listening
your
to
ground.
me? Like, I'm so over it.
Yes.
Like, I love my people and you will always know that I love you. But
you have to love you first and more. That's it.
we good now, though.
You have to be. Because
Like, we good. Like, it was a different comeback.
Because you set a boundary.
I set a boundary.
That's it.
And that was my moment of a little audacity.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, and I think it's going to make us better friends because of it.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Two things. You taught her how to treat you.
Yeah.
And also you kind of just reined her
I deserve better.
recklessness in.
I
That's it.
do. I do. I want at least what I give out.
And hopefully when you're not doing right by her, she'll be able to communicate that to you as well.
Yeah.
In an appropriate manner.
Yeah. Not when, But I love you. I know you listening. And now we good.
See? So call your friends on your shit.
Yeah, and I want you to call me on my shit too. Like, if you're my friend out there and I'm with the shits today and I'm just not being real with myself, please let me know. Be my interruption.
Oh, you know me.
Okay? Thank you. And that was Moments with a Little Audacity with your girl Lisa K and Miss Fia D. Oh my gosh.
That
If
is
you
it.
have a moment of a little audacity that you want to share with us, trust me, the communication lines are always open on social media at a little audacity on Instagram. Holla.
Just holla at us.
Oh my gosh. So, were you in these social media streets lately?
I've been.
Can we talk about, what's his name? At Nerds140?
Oh God.
Can we chop it up?
Let's chop it up.
Let's
please.
chop it up. Okay. So, Nerds140. What did he say?
A lot of black women won't date me. Hold on.
This is a tweet, by the way.
Okay. Let's get to this. A lot of black women won't date me because to me, spoiling you is not buying you a new wig or purse, but a copy of 48 Laws of Power, showing you chakra meditations and teaching you detachment from materials and vanity while using attraction to fulfill your personal desires. Yo, my eyes. I wish you could hear my eyes roll. I really wish you could hear my eyes roll.
First of all,
Spoiling you is not buying you a new wig or purse.
there are so many issues in this tweet that I don't even know where to begin.
Okay. Let me breathe for a second. First
Okay.
of all, this.
No, it's
I'm laughing.
ditto.
I have to
Ditto.
just laugh. I have to just laugh because this is somebody who's clearly either used to dealing with basic people or is super basic themselves. Because my thing is, a new wig or a new purse. Who are these women? Like, you can't buy your own purse, and you can't like. I just that doesn't impress me. I can buy my own purse and my own wig, but if this is what you think, like you think that's the bare minimum, like for spoiling someone.
Exactly. Like,
Let's chop it up.
seriously? Seriously, black women just want wigs and purses, and that's why you won't date us?
And then, so your thing is, your version is buying me 48 Laws of Power, which
Basic.
is a little problematic. Showing you chakra meditations and teaching you detachment from materials and vanity while using attraction to fulfill your personal desires.
Using I don't even know what that means. I'm going to use attraction to fulfill your personal desires. What
But those
the-
personal desires can't include a bag or a wig.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Like, you're telling me what my desire should be. It should be the 48 laws of power. Like, first of all, I feel like that's such... When I see somebody reading that, it's so corny to me. Like, I get it, but for you to put it in a tweet as if you putting me on to something with the 48 laws of power, man,
Like, step it up a little bit. Step it up a little bit.
Really?
I don't know. I have feelings. I've dated people who, like, someone told me one time years ago, oh, I'm high maintenance. And I'm like, and you get this because, oh, you always have to get your hair done. You always have to get your nails done. Every time I'm talking to you, you're shopping, you're doing something.
So what?
And I was like, and how much has that cost you?
Okay.
Like, that was my first question. I was like, how much has that cost you? And he's like, I don't know. It sounds like you're always spending money. It sounds like, who's always spending money? I'm always spending money. Whoa, whose money is it? My money.
Thank
And
you.
then it came to, he was like, and so I was like, so the high maintenance, who is the maintenance high for?
This is what...
Because I'm not
Yes.
complaining.
Okay.
So, and I haven't asked you to maintain me. So what do you know what I mean? And I have a problem with that kind of thing. Like, people who, I think I have a problem, like, I'm specifically triggered by the whole wigs and purses thing.
Oh,
because I feel like,
it's a dig to black women directly.
but I feel like if we get our hair, like, if we were walking around here without our hair done, it would be, oh, you can't even take care of yourself. And when I met you, you were looking like XX and X, right?
Right.
But then, and same thing with your purse, like same thing with just like how you accessorize and how you
Right.
carry yourself. You would have a lot to say about that. So now I want to do the nice things for myself, and you still have to give commentary on it. I'm just I'm confused.
I'm confused also, and I just feel like no one should be telling me about wigs unless they're female and they wear wigs too, because I just...
No, you should only be telling me about them if you sell them too. If you're selling it to me.
That's it.
That's
That's it. Don't comment on my hair because, first of all, black women, yes, we wear wigs for style and fashion, but wigs are also a protective style,
Yep.
okay? So that we can take care of our natural hair.
Yep.
Who wants to wear their natural hair out here in these 20-degree weather?
Exactly.
Okay. So for me, I just felt like that was a bit much coming from a black man whose mother is obviously black by the looks of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you saying? What are you saying?
I don't know. I'm not with it. I'm not for it. And I just have you know how I feel about people who can't like keep their, like, who always have to, that controlling. I have a problem with that whole controlling.
Black women won't date me. Let's shout out a tweet that was in response to this from the what is it? Cherished wife at the PBG. She replied to Nerds 140 and she says there are so many ladies who like stuff like that. You should pursue and date some of them.
Date in your lane.
Date #date in your lane. You know what's so crazy about this? It was so simply said, but it was directly to the point. Like, why must you bash
The
black
women
women who buy purses
and wigs.
and wigs?
If that's not your type, that's not your type.
Or if they won't date you because you're not their type, because that's what I got from this. Like, why bash them and make it seem like they're not evolved or they're not thinking on a higher level? Because that's what he's saying.
That's what it is. Like, I don't care what he didn't say. That's what I'm taking from it. Is that
Absolutely.
he's saying like you're basic because this is your priority is wigs and purses, and you need to step your game up and be more enlightened. And here's the way that you do that. And I'm just like, there's so much more to life, and so much more to my life, and so much more to like most of the black women that I know and love and I'm close to and look up to than wigs and purses. There's so much more than that.
And if you think that's the reason that you're not getting dates from those type of women, I think you're mistaken.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe they're just not into you.
Try that. Or do some self-reflection. You read 48 Laws of Power.
Exactly. You go and meditate and think about what you said, young man.
Seriously.
How dare you?
But quite frankly, there are plenty of things that black women want that are not wigs and purses.
Oh.
And maybe he should step his game up.
Are they?
Yeah.
What are some of those things?
For one, respect.
Yes.
Honor.
Yes.
Being uplifted by our men.
Oh, can you preach it?
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. We want black men to stop talking about black women in a negative way. Like your mama ain't black. How about that?
Thank you.
Okay.
And quite frankly, like I said, there's a different way that could have been put. You know what I mean? I'm looking for a woman who is into these things instead of, oh, y'all are not checking for me because this is all you. No, how about
you think about, right?
How about, hey, pool of women that like the things that I like.
Absolutely.
Are you available? Or are you interested in me? That's a little bit different than, oh, y'all over here doing this wrong thing aren't checking for me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And I you know what? I want to shout out all the black women that responded to this like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to MadameNoir.com who wrote about it. But I need black men to check y'all, bro. And it's
come
just
get your friend.
Yeah, come get your friend.
Seriously.
Cuz is wildin'. And I need us to, like, the same way that this one went viral, I need us to, like, start a what black women really want hashtag.
Exactly.
And make it pop. And, like, let's let the world know that we ain't about no wigs and purses. That is part of something that I do enjoy, but that's just not even half of me. That's a minute part of me. Like,
yeah.
Get yourself together.
Get it together.
Yeah. And he has since
he
disabled
his Twitter account. His tweets.
Yes. His Twitter account.
His Twitter account.
Yeah, I don't think he likes what we have to
because
say.
they came for him. Yeah.
I don't think so at all. Oh my gosh. So that was Let's Chop It Up, where we break down a topic, we chop it up, we break it down, and we rebuild on love and foundation. We gonna leave the rebuilding for social media.
Yeah.
Hashtag what black women really want.
Yes. Check us out on A Little Audacity on Instagram, where the conversation is always going, and definitely chime in on the conversation.
Yes. But you know what? Can I shift gears a little bit?
Yes.
Because I wanted to see did you watch the Oscars at all?
I did.
I don't watch it, but I did get like highlights from social media.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard that Spike Lee
Yes, he did.
finally won an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I never even thought like he never won one.
I didn't either, because I've literally been a fan of Spike Lee's work my entire life, so it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
But
yeah, when I heard it was his first one, I was like, really?
And I think he's been nominated something like 50 times or something crazy like that. I don't remember the amount. I think it is 50. So that's...
I mean, I feel like we have to echo what Solange has been saying for a while, where we just have to create our own awards and bless our people, because if there's anybody that deserved an Oscar a long time ago,
Spike Lee definitely did.
Spike Lee. So congratulations,
Yes,
Spike
congratulations.
Lee. I mean, you have been a hero in our eyes from, what was the first one? With Radio
Raheem. What's that?
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing.
Do the right thing. And of course,
She's got to have
She's
it. That's my
gotta
crack.
have it. Like, are you serious?
That is my thing. That is
Yes, Spike Lee, you better get it.
Yes.
You better get it. And just another one for Black excellence.
Mm-hmm.
Control. Hey, control. Shout out to Miss Janet Jackson, who has signed a deal. She's having a little residency in Vegas.
Ooh.
I feel like we should go out there and support her.
We should go to Vegas. You
know who also has a residency in Vegas?
Who?
Cardi B.
Oh, yes. I did see that.
I'm like, really? Already?
Oh, she's Cardi. She got it.
I thought like you get residencies when you've like accomplished so much, and then on your final days.
She has a machine behind her. More power to her.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that one. I'm not a hater. Like, I would go and see Cardi, but I just feel like, really? Already?
I mean, it's definitely think about it. Think about the other people that have had residencies. These are people with like lengthy careers.
Mariah.
Yeah, Celine Dion.
Like, come on.
You know what I mean? And now Janet. So it's like she doesn't really fit in there, but it's like more power to you. You know what I mean?
And I feel like she's gonna bring people out.
She's absolutely gonna bring people out. So
I guess who job bless, no man can curse.
That's
like
it.
When it's your blessing, it's gonna be your blessing.
That's it. So shout out to Cardi.
Shout out to her. Her man was on a
The
radio
Breakfast Club, right?
Girl.
I didn't watch.
You
I'm
know
going
what
to.
I like? I like the direction that conversations are going into as far as men speaking about relationships
Mm-hmm.
with their women. Like, they are fighting for their relationships
They
and
need
being
to.
very proud about it.
Yes.
Yeah, like Charlamagne the God was like, he has something like black men don't cheat.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it's a bold-faced lie, but
It is.
I do like
It is.
I do like the ideology. What is
Ideology behind it.
Why can't I say that word?
You had tongue twister.
You said it.
Ideology.
There we go. I love that about that whole black men don't cheat. And he was on a show talking about he fighting for his girl, and
He needs to. I mean, they work. And the thing is that, like, I don't get me started on this stupid cheating conversation, because
can we talk about it just a little bit? Because I mean, a lot of people think that it's stupid for you to take back someone that has cheated on you, but I disagree. I feel like it's a part of not necessarily a relationship, but it can be part of something that brings you guys so much closer together.
Yeah.
Do
so
you agree?
I do agree. I don't think someone is off limits and it's the world is over if you cheat. I'm not gonna say like that. I guess for me, that's not one of my deal breakers.
Mhm.
I'm not taking every single I'm not saying, oh yeah, sure, go cheat on me. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I'm not giving out passes or whatever, but it's not like it's not like, I feel like there's always going to be a point where I'm going to assess, like, how long have we been in this relationship? Like, how much do we have to lose? How much, like, what was the cheating about? You know what I mean?
I think that's something that women do, but men don't do too often. Like,
Oh, no,
we
no,
want to
no.
know the reasons why.
I do.
see
I
if
mean,
we've-
and quite frankly, a lot of it is not us, and you shouldn't make it your problem. I don't even know if that's necessary. I know me. I want to know why.
Mm-hmm.
But what I don't like is the double standard, because I feel like if you cheat, like, women are more likely to take a man back who's cheated than a man is to
Absolutely.
take back a woman who's cheated, and that I struggle with a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
because it kind of keeps you in this box, and it's just like,
do you think it's because it takes a lot more for a woman to cheat? Like,
women cheat more emotionally, but
right.
doesn't really, I don't know. I think the act is still the act, and it's not
Okay.
always emotion. It's not always an emotional relationship. Sometimes you just really wanted to get it in. Like,
Really?
that's it.
In a relationship? I don't know. Like, I gotta think about way back in the day in my cheating. way back.
Oh, y'all. It was
No,
for me. It was a person. Like, it was always the same person. So it was.
So is that like? I guess my whole point is
it wasn't. Well,
it's
it
about
was the same
like
person.
history, right?
Yeah, I had
It's
history
like-
with someone, and
I think that's why men can't forgive you. Because
there was room. The thing is that I wasn't in relation. Like, I feel like I did it because my situation gave me room to do it. Like, that's really what it was.
right.
I mean, now grown Sophia, I'm not doing that.
No, I get
No,
it.
no,
There's so
no,
many
not at all.
different other factors that you take into consideration when you get grown, you know?
Yeah, and once you're like the relationship changes, you know, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot more to lose.
And then you
So,
mature,
mhm.
you know, and you learn. And I don't know. That's what I just bringing it back full circle to what we were talking about. That's what I heard on during the interview.
Right.
Like there was a sense of maturity. And I feel like it's a theme now
Mhm.
since Jay-Z came out with his 444
Mhm.
that Black men are now taking pride in having a stable, steady marriage with someone.
As they should.
Yes. And
As
I
they
hope
should.
that it really trickles down to the younger generation.
Because Black love wins
All the time.
always.
All the time. Lord have mercy. That was a nice way to end that segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. Yeah. So like always, this has been another episode of the Get You Some podcast. Do we have any other shout outs that we want to make? Of course, we always want to shout out our home team. We Say What They Can't Radio. If you are looking to create a podcast of your very own, you want to check out at We Say What They Can on Instagram. They have a few slots, not a lot, but you could be a part of the home team and check them out at WeSayWhatTheyCan't.com.
And don't forget the other shows on the platform, like the Two Girls and the Guy Show with your host, Marley D, Tea with Coco, and of course, Miss Lisa K.
Yay!
They discuss pop culture, music, and all things fun.
Oh my gosh. And you guys could find me. I hang out on Instagram all of the time at L King by Design.
I'm the old Twitter lady at LaBelleFia.
Mm-hmm.
And please don't forget to subscribe our podcast and share. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Spreaker,
Oh,
and YouTube. We're on YouTube too. We appreciate your feedback. Please follow us at A Little Audacity on all social platforms. And don't forget to use the hashtag GetYouSomeALA. We enjoy engaging with you guys.
yeah. Remember, the conversation always
Continues.
continues
Yep.
online.
So that's a wrap for us, it seems. Until next time, thank you so much for tuning into the Get You Some podcast.
We love you.
We love you.
Next time.